Great invention, but is it new? This video has 5 things you can do in Google Patents to bring quality search results to you. The best place to start is Google Patents. You can go to patents.google.com, or you can Google Google Patents and click on the first link. The most descriptive terms can be bad search terms. Brainstorming helps you get everything on paper so you can pick the terms that help your search. Get there by asking questions like, how is this different from everything else? What is the simplest version of the invention? Which details are most important? You can download the full worksheet at edelpatents.com. Choosing terms can make or break your search. I really like this mechanical pencil because it stops my lead from breaking. I'm going to use it as an example to illustrate the types of search terms that tend to work and the ones that tend to fail. If you choose an overly descriptive search phrase like tapered sleeve, you could be throwing out the best result. One of the most important concepts in searching is the adage, don't throw out the baby with the bathwater. To find out if the pencil concept is new, narrow your search with a general category phrase like mechanical pencil to get rid of the documents that have no mechanical pencil. At least one of your terms should be connected to what makes your invention new. You can choose a term like spring because the functionality is likely impossible without a spring. You can choose a term like break because broken lead is the core of the problem being solved. Finally, you can choose a term like retract because lead retraction is the broad category the solution falls into. Even retract is a little risky as a search term. I'll come back to that later. With every search term, ask yourself one key question. Will I remove the best reference from my results? That's the most important idea in this entire video. So I'm going to give you another interpretation of that same concept. For every search term you put in Google Patents, ask the question, do the documents I'm looking for have this term or phrase? When you start looking at results, strange patterns of irrelevant documents can slow you down, but they don't have to. You can carefully remove most of these irrelevant documents by adding a minus sign and a term that would only appear in the irrelevant batch of documents. You need to understand the danger here. If you choose a common word that might be found in the documents you're looking for, you could be excluding the best result. Choose wisely, and you can increase your speed with very little risk. How do pros dig deep and get results fast? They are experts at scanning and skipping. Here's how they do it. Number 1, if the title is irrelevant, skip it. Number 2, context scanning. Google already pulls your search terms in bold and in context from the documents. You can just scan the words adjacent to the ones in bold to quickly eliminate irrelevant references. Number 3, use the images to eliminate irrelevant references. If you find a good reference, you need to take one obvious step and 2 other steps that might not be so obvious. First, get a PDF of the actual document by clicking the PDF button. 2 important implications come out of the fact that you found a good reference. Number 1, you should not give up on a search strategy that's working. And number 2, you have an important example of what a good search result looks like. Go to the Similar Results button, right-click on it, and select Open New Tab. This lets Google find other documents like the one you found. From your new document, go back to the search you just proved was working and see if you can find an even better document. Now you have 2 tabs full of good leads on top of the document you just found. If you dug deep and didn't find anything, you created a huge opportunity. You can easily create a custom search that is broader and avoids your original search area. Go back to the search boxes and choose the term that might have been too narrow. Put a minus sign in front of that narrow term and hit enter to rerun the search. You just gained some amazing search efficiency. Here's how. Your new search will continue to ignore references that just have the term you decided was bad. It'll also remove the batch of references you just searched, and it will now focus on the part of your area of interest that you haven't searched yet. If you follow these steps, you should get a good idea about whether your invention is new. Now you have the tools you need to answer the question, is it new? Good luck searching.